Go live. 1, 2, 3. I should be coming up live any moment now. Okay. Double check. Apologies. No, I don't see myself here. So let me see. Shall I just assume I'm live when I'm not quite sure? Oh, there. Okay, I see myself now. Good. And hello again. Lenka Lutonska here, author of Energetic Selling and Marketing, with a little bit of cold that I'm recovering from. I think it's time for holidays, which are coming up for me to have a little bit of relaxation after Sarah and I spent 3 incredible months, and we're not just quite finished with our first energetic breakthrough method certification, but almost. And it's been the ride of our lives. I'm not even going to say possibly the best thing I've ever done, freaking the best thing we've ever done. But I do feel like I want to replenish myself a little bit and got a little bit of cold, so forgive me for that. Still, we've got to talk about divine laziness. Controversial concept, right? Because when you say laziness, you know, the most of the stuff you hear is how to avoid it, how to get rid of it, how to overcome it. And here I am, and my presupposition for today's little live stream is that we can actually tap into the power of laziness, specifically divine laziness, and let it help you grow your business way more easily and with way more fun. But to start this, perhaps I should start with a story, because stories sometimes explain things so much better than words could. And this story is a simple one. It's from my real life, and it's a little bit embarrassing story. With my husband last year, when I got into gardening, and I got these long hanging baskets for outside, for our front porch, and put holes around the basket, because the basket was really quite big and long. I bought it for that purpose, in order to put more plants around it so they could trail around. So I got 2 baskets, I got my plants ready, and I'm going to try and fit the blinking plants, the seedlings into those holes. Except they got quite big roots, so it wasn't as easy as putting them there from outside. So I had to go inside the basket, hanging basket, and pull the plant outside. And because it was quite bushy, those are petunia, really nice ones, they were quite bushy, it was really freaking hard. So I would be there with every little branch and leaf very carefully putting that thing through the hole. I'm so sorry, babies, I don't want to kill you. I know I need to be very careful. Anyway, half an hour later, I'm still doing the plants around the single basket, because I don't want to hurt the plants. And I'm agonizing over it. And my husband was nearby, and he said, "What are you doing, woman?" He was laughing at me. I said, "Well, I want to put these plants into these hanging baskets, and it's really tricky. I don't want to hurt them." He goes, "Oh my goodness." So anyway, he went off. He came back with some form of paper, and he made like a little tube, just protected the plant. He put it wrapped it around the paper, and he slid it, and the plant was absolutely fine. And it was like a second. And then, you know, we had the second basket ready in no time at all, like a few minutes. And I'm thinking, Jesus, why didn't I think of this? And he goes, "Well, you need a lazy person to think of something like this." And I'm like, duh. And that actually, even though it's a little bit embarrassing, because how could I be so stupid, you know, there for 30 minutes agonizing over plants, when my husband could do it in a very simple way in 5 minutes. But that is actually a perfect metaphor for 2 ways of running and growing a business. There are some of us who do it the first way, agonizing about every single step we do and analyzing it. Is this right? Is this enough? Is this good enough? Do I need to do more? Do I need to do something differently? I want to make it right. I want to make it correct. I want to make this work. Or just having some idea that will make it a million times easier and you get the same or better result much faster. Do it in a divinely lazy way. That is what I would call divine laziness. Have it fun, have it easy, have the idea come up and off we go. Yes. So the first time I actually kind of used this in my business in sort of meaningful way, this idea was back in the day. I'm going now a couple of years back, I suppose, when I was doing one of the short-term promotions for one of my courses. I cannot remember which course, but it's irrelevant. And it was maybe 5, maybe 7 days short-term promotion when I would be sending marketing out there and encourage and inspire clients to buy that particular course. And it wasn't the first or second or third time I have done something like that. And I knew that to make this successful, this selling out, so to speak, a certain program or a course, I would be doing a new email every single day, maybe 2-3 emails on some days. I would do regular lives during that week. Like I would go full on. So you can imagine by the end of that week, I would feel a little tired, but it was successful nonetheless. And this time when I was about to do this kind of short-term promotion, I was thinking, I know I'm used to do this, sending email every day and really going quite full on about this promotion, but does it really need to be done that way? Like if I wanted to do this in an easy way and sell it out anyway, how would I choose to do it? And it just came to me, maybe send 2 emails. I'm just making it up. I can't remember the details. 2 emails, the one live stream, that's it. It will sell out. It will be very successful anyway. And I thought, why didn't I do it then? Why do I need to complicate it and do by me mentality? Anyway, so I almost made a choice, a conscious choice, that I'm going to have great results, but in a so much easy way. I'm loving myself to be lazy. I can get incredible results anyway. And it worked, and it worked beautifully. It was still very, very successful because I expected it, except it was a million times easier. So then I started to introduce it a little bit to my business wherever possible, more and more. And you can imagine, you can save yourself a whole lot of time, whole lot of energy when you function in this way in your business. The whole idea is really is to make ease and as little work as you need to do, but exciting work. Because even when you sometimes there are times in your business when you just good. It's like when we were creating now and when we were delivering the course with EBM, that you lose yourself in it. So, you know, it doesn't feel like work. I'm sure you know what you're about, but it's a different from, you know, the rushing all the time because I need to do that to get results. I need to be super consistent. I need to be there all the time. I need to do 5 social media posts a day. I need to do this XYZ. Do you get me? In other words, divine laziness is very different from human laziness, because human laziness is when we are lacking actually connection with our higher self or the vision of ours, when we are disconnected from that vision and we don't have any form of inspiration, or because of some limiting beliefs we acquired over the years, we're just in avoidance. So human laziness is when you watch Netflix all the time, metaphorically, because you don't want to look, you don't want to move, you have no inspiration to move forward. Divine laziness is when you still watch Netflix and your favorite series or favorite, what is it called, shows, but at the same time, you know, your business is growing, your business is taken care of, because you can do it in exact time that is, you got more than enough available, and you can do it in a little time with incredible support around you. So you're still very, very full from inside while you're still growing your business. Yes. Now, paradoxes that to achieve or to unlock the power of divine laziness is actually through path of lack of mental laziness. And I'll explain it in just a bit later, more fully. So in energetic breakthrough method, we often use the analogy for being able to raise your consciousness to the highest level and to essentially become a magician of your life and business by working in a two ways simultaneously on yourself. One, and the metaphor we have for it is a tree, beautiful, majestic tree. Let's take oak tree. So one is to reach with those branches upwards, with your consciousness, with your awareness upwards into the higher realms of energy. So this is in a nutshell all about those simple grab-on manifesting techniques that you're aware of. Many of them I share, or energy tool I share, when you simply expand your consciousness and you practice consciously getting one with a high level of consciousness. It's taking into account one of the main universal laws that in order to, they say, attract something, you've got to become energetic match. Yes. So anything from visualization to embodying the energy, as I teach, of that which we want, little Esme walks, mantras, anything like that, that will help you to get into those higher level of consciousness is really supporting us in using the power of it imminently. And same thing we will do with divine laziness. Okay. At the same time, however, to really expand your consciousness and change your state of being permanently, meaning changing everything that comes with that state of being, including the balance of your bank account, including perhaps your environment, if you not living in an environment that is completely reflecting who you are or you're meant to be, including the people that support you, including the people that you serve and the amount of people that you serve, absolutely everything, your reality, so to speak. You also want to go deep. Most people that work with, let's say, manifestation techniques, we just going upwards with the branches, but we're not developing roots, energetic roots, so to speak. And that is not useful because, I mean, take a tree. The tree can't grow into its ultimate heights without developing the deeper trees. So when you do the energy work and you're being aware of where you are, when is your ego mind resisting you, and you're addressing it, and you're changing your belief system, you're going deeper and deeper and deeper in your energy, you are building a much stronger energetic root, so to speak. You're opening your energy for so much more to come. So this approach we take, and I much believe in this approach, that you can take in changing your reality, so to speak. Fast results with it, and that's always useful, of course, branches upwards, and default being permanent, incredible, real change, and changing your life 360% with the developing energetic root. So you want to do that at the same time, and we can do it with the divine laziness also. So how do we do that when it comes to developing the branches upwards? You simply choose ease as your default choice. Easier said than done. What I mean by it is having things hard and having things easy is first and foremost unconscious energetic choice. Of course, we've all went, without exception, through some form of struggle or stuckness or anything like that in our business. Yes, that's not to say that it doesn't happen. But here is the thing, energetically, on energetic level, there is no such a thing as negative event. It's how we perceive it that is going to cause us to feel struggling or stuck or don't know what to do or anything like that. It's the meaning we put that to the experience. Therefore, I much suggest, if you want to raise your consciousness and use the power of divine laziness, is simply start expecting, give yourself permission to do things in a very easy and fun way. Yes, you can have things hard, but opposite of it, polarity of it is easy. So this is about contemplating on what would it be like if this was easy. So whatever project it's ahead, maybe it's your growth of your income, impact, sales, specific projects inside of your business, or anything that for that matter, you really feel into the idea, what would this look like, and what would that feel like if this was easy? How could this be done in easiest possible way? And you will know, you will just imagine it and you will feel it. And once you feel it, you make decision, and it is so. It is so. You make that choice. Yes. Vast majority of the time, this in short term, it really can work. Sometimes you can have along the way, let's say you decide you're going to launch. This launch is one of those experiences where that is, I believe, really very powerful, energetic experiences that brings all the good and bad in your energy, meaning bad is not such a thing as bad, but anything unresolved in your energy, any distortion, it will bring it to the surface. So sometimes what happens when you or certainly I've heard about this a lot, that you go with that, oh, it's going to be incredible and easy launch. And along the way, the ego will come up with the stuff. So it will get you disconnected with ease. Fine. But you will have, if you choose ease, and if you feel into ease, and if you let ease and fun be your guiding mechanism, you're going to have far more success and ease in getting your results than if you choose hard. That we often choose unconsciously. This is hard. I'm struggling with this. Now, paradox is that that often people think that when I choose ease, so the moment I'm misaligned with something because it doesn't feel easy, I'll switch off from it and I'm not going to do it. Like, let's say, selling. Okay, for many women, selling doesn't come easy. Because they've never done it, or it's out of their comfort zone. But because it's not easy, then it means it's not in alignment, and that's it. Actually, not so. As you've heard me speaking before, it's really time, generally speaking, for all of us, masses, to redefine what alignment means. Yes, alignment doesn't feel that I'm aligned when everything is easy. Alignment means that I'm moving forward with type of action, which sometimes is inaction or decision, you could say, that is aligned with who I am becoming. And that can disconnect us with ease sometimes. So that can actually happen when you actually choose the ease as your path. I'll give you a tangible example to get your head around it. What the heck I'm talking about? Choose ease, but then disconnect from ease. What the heck do you mean? So let's say you decide that you're going to, again, I'll use the example, sell out a specific wonderful program of yours, okay? And you feel into the idea, what would it feel like and be like if this happened with absolute ease? And so you would feel it in your body, that ease, that fun. And, you would start getting an idea, oh, I would do maybe a live stream or a little training, and I would send a couple of emails. Oh, I'm already starting getting an idea what that one of those emails could do. And I could reach out to a few people. Oh, and even specific person pops to my mind who I could reach out to offer them place in this incredible course. And then, once you get this idea, say, but hold on, I don't like outreach. I don't like selling. So that's not easy for me, but that is actually easiest path to your incredible success. And it's, again, not easy because it's outside of your physical mind's comfort zone. It's easy for your higher self. That's why it gives you that idea. You see, it's the easiest path to what you want. And it still can be lazy because it takes literally 1 minute to outreach to someone. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take effort. It only takes effort if your ego fights a lot. So do you know what I mean? So, but the biggest idea here is choose ease with anything you do, because once you choose ease, you'll start thinking differently, and you'll start metaphorically attract different things. You start noticing different things. There is a part of our brain called reticular activating system. And reticular activating system, amongst other functions, one of those functions is to allow you to notice what is relevant to you. So when you make ease as your focus, as this is easy, this is fun, it's my decision, I give myself permission to do that, everything to be easy. So how would it be to be easy, easy, easy? Your reticular activating system will go to work, and it will allow you to notice every person, think, maybe staff member, maybe a client over there, maybe opportunity that will make it easy. Still, some of those ideas may be outside of your comfort zone. Who knows? But that doesn't mean they're not easy. They may not be easy to your physical mind. Do you get that? Yes. So that's one of the ways. How can you make the ease, allow yourself to be guided by ease and fun. I'm allowing myself to be lazy, so to speak. Do it in an easy way to unlock it. And now I'm going to tell you how to make that state default state and change absolutely your entire life. But before that, I have actually Anna here who sparked this or who helped me to spark this little training, because I had a conversation with Anna and I was on a couple of my programs, and Anna shared a success with me in her business. She goes, Lenka, I can't believe this. This happened when I allowed myself to be lazy and have fun. And this is all that happened. And I thought, and I said, well, there is such a thing as divine laziness. So it kind of sparked this. And she offered to share her experience. So Anna, I am bringing you on the screen and you will share what happened. And hello, everyone. Hey, Anna.
Hiya.
See you, my darling.
Can you see me properly?
Yes.
Yes. It's so good to be here. Oh, thank you so much for bringing me. And I wanted to share because as we were going through EBM and I was working on myself, and last year, a lot of the times when I was launching something, I went into that hard mode, because, I created this belief within myself that business needed to happen in a certain way. You listen to everyone, like everyone keeps
formulas,
you,
right? Do this.
Yes, you
yes.
listen to formulas. You have to grow your list or grow your audience in a certain way. And I did that all that last year. And whenever I did that, I felt so freaking exhausted. So this year, I decided to organize International Women's Day Summit. The idea only came around like 8 days before the summit. And I was just like postponing it, wasn't sure if I'm going to run it because like that's 8 days, So on the 4th of March, I only started organizing it on the 4th of March. So that's like, I don't even have 4 full days.
Yes, yes.
And then I said, okay, I want to organize this. I do not want to complicate it. I choose ease, effortless, for everything to be effortless, fun, and simple this year. So how can I make this fun, simple, effortless, easy? And then it started popping into my idea, into my mind, like the ideas. And basically, as soon as I made a decision, within 2 hours, I had 6 topics locked. For all the 6 hours, I ran it on Clubhouse. I said, I'm not going to do any sign-up forms, landing pages, anything. My intention was to show up for women, create something for women on our day, like something for empowerment. I wanted to have a couple of speakers, and I wanted to grow my Clubhouse audience. I'm not going to overcomplicate this. So within 2 hours, I had those topics locked, all the speakers, the timings, everything. Within 24 hours, everything was organized, okay? From the links, the rooms, and the divine thing was that initially, I planned to run the summit within my own club, but the feature wasn't released early enough. So I said, okay, I'm going to look for someone else's club where I can host it, which turned out to be just fine, because what happened afterwards is that when I was like in discussion with the speakers, everything was like, I chose ease, and they were feeding back ease to me. So I chose ease, and then they came back to me. Oh, and I have these 2 topics, and I didn't think too much. I said, okay, let's pick this topic. The other speaker came to me. You know what? I'm thinking of covering these 2 topics. I said, okay, let's pick this one. So I didn't allow myself to go into overthinking too much and how things should look. Everything was sorted out in 24 hours. I didn't have any restrictions or requirements from them. And what happened is that their feedback to me was like, oh my goodness, this is the easiest thing I have ever done. Like, it just felt so easy. Like, I didn't even plan to do anything. All of a sudden, I have everything sorted out. They promoted it without even me asking them to promote anything. And then we only had 3 days of promotion. Now, I do not have a big audience, of course. So usually in the past, when I was doing things and launching and doing the lead magnets and webinars, I would promote it for minimum 10 days, and then you don't get the numbers, you know, like I would put in so much effort into it.
Yes.
Doing.
Yes.
But basically I didn't get anything in return. Like the numbers weren't there that I set, or, you know, that I set at the beginning. This time I didn't even bother. And then on the day, I ran the first room on Clubhouse. I sat in there and I thought to myself, what if no one shows up? That was my first thought. I was like, what the heck? What if nobody shows up? You know, like I didn't promote this. It's just like 3 days to tell everyone. I opened up the room. As soon as I opened up the room, like people started flooding in. We had 20 people like straight away in the room. And I was like, okay, where the heck did they come from? Like, you know, it felt unbelievable for me because it felt so freaking easy. And I was like, how is this possible?
Yes.
How is this possible? And I grew my audience on Clubhouse by 30 people without actually like not doing anything.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
Amazing.
it was so freaking easy. Like all the processes that I've done in the past, it felt so difficult and so efforting. And now I just surrendered. I said, you know, I'm not going to bother. And, you know, on the topic of ego.
Yes.
When I decided to run that, as I was organizing topics with speakers, someone who had organized a mental health summit before that sent a private message to me and said, you know what, why don't you give up on your summit? There are so many summits out there for the International Women's Day. There are so many other clubs out there who are going to be doing the same thing as you are. Why don't you just join them? And in a way, you know, like it was a mirror of my thought, a little bit of doubt in me.
Yes.
And I recognized it as like, you know, okay, that person is perhaps mirroring my ego. And, you know, like, you know, it's just a physical representation of my doubts. And I said, you know what? I do not care.
I love that. I love that. You just bringing the second big point to this little mini training, or calling what you like. So it was a momentary pause and you recognized it.
Yes.
That was it. Yes.
So I didn't allow myself to go into, and what if, and, you know, they had good points, you know, like it's a competition, you know, if you think about it, look at how many people are there. They have big clubs are doing something, you know, how are you going to compete with them? And, you know, it was a brief thought. And I thought to myself, you know what? Okay, this is a fear. I'm not going to trust this because I had a calling to create something.
Yes.
It's an inspired idea.
Excellent.
So I'm not going to listen to my thoughts, whatever it's telling me to do. Like, yes, that's logical. I know this makes no sense. You know, if you go by what everyone else is telling you, this shouldn't have worked, you know, because it was such a short period of time. We didn't plan. There was no plan behind it, nothing. I just ran with it. And surrendered to that calling. You know, and you say like divine laziness. For me, that was it. You know, I did the feminine thing, you know, I tuned into that, but like I combined it with that simple action with the masculine. I would say the divine laziness is a combination of, you know, perfect marriage of
For sure.
you know,
Masculine. Yeah. Empowered one. Yeah.
masculine.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what it was for me. And
Yes.
they say, like, if you want something done quickly, just ask a lazy person to do it, because they'll find that it's the simplest way. And
that's what was with my Thomas, you know. So when
exactly.
he created my solution within 5 minutes, that's exactly that. And I thank you so much. This is brilliant example on the ease of collaboration and growth of your list. And I'm sure people can find you on the Clubhouse, whoever is there.
Yes, on Clubhouse, on Facebook,
and
wherever.
Please find her. I'm sure she will appreciate a few more wonderful connections. Yes.
And for me, it was like, it was so easy with the speakers as well. You know, when we were communicating the, the communication, the organizing, I don't know, like it just felt for me so effortless. And I think they were mirroring, I spilled in my energy of ease into them, and they just like mirrored it back.
Okay, brilliant. I'm going to expand just a little bit on this.
Yes, of course.
And I'll let you go. And I'm really, really grateful. But we might as well have a little bit of fun. And from what you've heard so far, all of you who are here with us, 61 live at the moment, and whoever will listen to replay, if you start seeing the value of divine laziness in your business and making it your choice, play with us and let us know in freaking amazing group or wherever on social media how you used it with the hashtag divine laziness. Let's make this into a hashtag. We will create a little bit of paradoxy out there, but that will get people curious what it is. And those of you that are working a little bit energetically, you can explain, what it is, because it's really a version of Esme consciousness. Really.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. You're going in there, and it's a very, very powerful state of being. Very powerful state of being that can cut years of struggle. So Anna mentioned she bypassed lots of systems. I've heard this numerous times from my clients, creating even their first 30, 50K months by stripping all the shoots. Like, I should have a website, I should have a big tribe, I should have this, I should have that. You don't freaking need any of that. Think of a divinely lazy way, how you can create masses of abundance for yourself and others. Yes. So that's what divine laziness is. And it's, again, I almost feel like always need to make disclaimers. It's not to say you don't build a website or don't build any systems. They are very powerful, they're important. But what I'm saying, when we're doing with the branching up, yes, you don't, there is lots of, in now you got so much low-hanging fruit, how much more money, how much impact, how much beautiful connections you can make without all the shoots, right?
Yes.
And you build those systems to support the energy that you can harness today, that you can create today, miracles you can create today, and multiply it tenfold, 20-fold, 100-fold. Yes.
Yes. Sometimes, and I wanted to say, I see with many entrepreneurs that when they start growing and they say, oh, you know what, I need to have a funnel, I need to have a website, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that, when they want to launch something. Yes. And then it becomes like a heavy burden and they don't launch. That's or right. They cannot energetically show up as they truly are, because they're wasting all their energy on all that. Yes. Not secondary stuff. There is a place for that, but it's not the only thing that can help you grow.
Yeah. Yes, this concept can also take you scale further and further. Right now, I'm in a process. I feel like compelled, even though that may not be 100% related, to mention that in recent week we made 4 hires into our team, and I see one of them or a couple of them are popping up. And what a fucking incredible people, like I tell you what, because I was doing proper selection process for all the positions. The talent in the marketplace is incredible, absolutely incredible, like impossible to choose. In fact, the last one, in-house copywriter, because I could not choose between, I hired 2, so because they're so incredible. The talent is there. So sometimes what I was going to say, sometimes we make that shoot ourselves, like I identified in my business that, what are those missing elements where Lenka is still too much of active participant physically, not to say energetically. Does it make sense? Yes. And that is, again, depends on where you are exactly, but it may take, again, courage, courage. So awareness and courage are two keywords that will help you to make divine laziness your default. Courage, meaning going ahead, even if that path to the easiest, most fulfilling path is outside of your comfort zone. And awareness when your ego is playing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes. So yes, that can include hiring the best people. That can include building the best systems, whatever it might be. Make it easy, make it effortless, make it fun, make that choice. And do know that when you make the choice, you're being held. That's another very strong belief you want to have. I'm being held. I'm being held. If I do it from this aligned place, ease, effortless, love, fun, you being held. Universe is smiling within you. Yes. So you might as well stay here when I finish the thought on divine laziness. The default state of divine laziness, when you're permanently divinely lazy, and as such, you change your reality 360% and everything with it, you live in the highest level of consciousness, is when your ego gets lazy. Think about it.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask you, and you know, you're obviously part of energetic breakthrough method. You know, we go deep.
Yeah.
Yes, with our energy. And you become more and more aware of your ego, right?
Yeah.
Or how your ego functions, because ego is a trickster.
Yeah.
And it will come onto you with more and more elaborate things to discourage you from taking that step that is complete in alignment with that ease and fun and growth and everything else. But it will come with whatever it's available to it to discourage you, because it wants to protect your current state of identity. Okay. So we want to be aware, but the beautiful thing is, the more you get to know your ego and the deeper you go with those roots. So you more you work with your ego without hushing it, like hush, 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 hush. You know, I don't want to think that for suck, 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 suck. That's not, you know, that's not gonna resolve. You work with your ego, you love your ego, you work with it, and you keep opening up more and more energy. Guess what? Quieter the ego gets. So later it becomes like, you know, what you described, Anna. It wasn't a roar of the ego. It showed up. It was like,
yes, and I wouldn't be
you know
able
what I mean?
I wouldn't be able to recognize it as ego if I didn't, you know, do the work in EBM,
exactly.
you know, energetic breakthrough method, because it allowed me to recognize it. And you mentioned, oh, ego is going to come up with all the like obstacles. It did. The day before, my son didn't sleep. I slept only 4 hours before the event. And I was thinking, okay, like, oh, I recognize where this is coming from. Then just before I hit live, and nobody will show up. You will be on your own in the room. And I was like, okay, that's ego. I know where this is coming from. So it's just like ego, but then that's not, that's just one possibility. There are like multitude of other possibilities.
Yes, that's right. But you were able to do it very, very easily and very, very quickly without, you know, so the ego got lazy. It's still, you know, and
it's
more you do this, I promise you, it will be just a little slip, you know, it basically is like, oh, okay, let me say something. Okay, I'm not going to even bother because I know it never works, ego, right? That is when we're cooking, my darlings, because that makes you so fucking powerful of a woman, such a powerful freaking creator, limitless receiver, and limitless impactor. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, and I think that's when we can leave it here today.
Yes.
Let us know if you're taking anything from this and what it is. And yes, use the hashtag Divine Laziness. Why the heck not? I shall use it a few times myself. And a little update. Number one, book on Amazon, Energetic Selling and Marketing. We've got plenty of energetic techniques for extraordinary growth, is at £10 instead of £15. Number two, so take advantage. If you haven't got a book, you probably will want that. And it comes with a wonderful little, activation meditation, which you should have anyway, but also a money course that will help you to address your money consciousness. Second thing, we're preparing for you incredible energetic experience, which is going to be free starting on 19th of April. And then I will open Extraordinary Growth Academy, because I've been getting plenty of questions. When is opening Extraordinary Growth Academy? When is it opening? It's opening in April, which means launch, which means amazing training experience, which we'll dearly love. So it's coming up. Look up in your email, and we're preparing something beautiful and juicy with my now beautiful expanded dream freaking team. So it's gonna be fun. All right, Anna, thank you so much for hopping in. And again, find Anna on the Clubhouse. She's a big fan of it. So yes, so
thank you.
Enjoy. Thank you so much, Anna, and thank you everyone. Much love to you. Bye.
Much love. Bye.